In the final two examples here, we're really looking at a composition of rigid motions, right? The book calls those a different word, right? They call those like isometries, right? Or isometries. I just like to call them rigid motions, but it asks us to draw the result of the composition of these rigid motions. Okay, so it says triangle KLM has these vertices. Okay, it first asks us to rotate 180 degrees about the origin. Okay, and then it asks us to reflect it, different color here, and then it asks us to reflect it across the x-axis. Okay, so remember, we're just going to start here with x and y. Okay, and when we rotate that 180 degrees about the origin, we're going to end up with now negative x and negative y. Right, so they were nice to us on this one. I don't think I was so nice in your notes. I don't think I included the pre-image, but they graphed that one for us already. Okay, which is, again, nice of them. All right, but let's worry about this first step here first. Okay, and so we can maybe start by writing out our original points. So we have k, which is again is up 4, -1. We then have L, which is 5, -2. And then finally we have M, which is 1 and -4. Okay, and so let's start with just this first portion here. Okay, well, those points are going to be K prime, L prime, and M prime. Okay, and obviously, again, they're going to have these specific ordered pairs that go along with them. Okay, and so if we take this and we do the rule for 180-degree rotation, all we're going to do is change the signs here. Okay, so that means that we should have then -4, +1, -5, +2, and then -1 and +4. Okay, so we'll go ahead and graph that on our coordinate plane now. Okay, and so now, here we go. We have 4 to the left and 1 up. That is going to be the point K prime. Okay, -5, +2. All right, that is going to be that's going to be our point. L prime. Okay, and then finally we have M prime, which is going to be -1, +4. Okay, and so we'll go ahead and label that, and then carefully use a straight edge and connect the dots here. Okay, so here we go. All right, now we have done really just our first transformation there, okay, or our first rigid motion, we can call it. Okay, now the next part it wants us to do again is to reflect it across the y-axis. Okay, so when we reflect it across the y-axis, recall that all we're really doing is changing the value of x so that it's opposite of what it actually was before. Okay, and so now all we're going to do is call this again K double prime, L double prime, and M double prime. Okay, and our new coordinates here are just going to be 4 and 1. Okay, this will be now 5 and 2. And then finally this will be 1 and 4. Okay, and so we'll just go ahead and graph all of these. 4 and 1 will leave us right here. Okay, and that will be K double prime. We then have L, which is 5 and 2. This will be L double prime. And then finally the last one, we have our M is 1 and 4. And this will be M double prime. Okay, and we will just connect these carefully. Again, using a straight edge, being as neat as possible. And so this is our final rigid motion here. Okay, so again, pretty simple, just a couple of steps that we did there. Very similar to what we've done already. Now, there's just more than one transformation. Okay, in the next video, we'll do one more example here, and I think you guys should be pretty comfortable with your homework.